South Indian coasts hold a significant position in ancient and medieval Indian Ocean trade. The spread of Islam was closely connected with the expansion of the wide-ranging maritime trade network. The antiquity of Islam and the earlier names of the Muslims of the Coromandel coast can be traced with the help of literature, inscriptions, and tradition. The development of Muslim society in South India has to be seen within the context of the ancient maritime trade between Arabia and India. A chain of Muslim trading settlements grew up along the east coast, from Palakkadu to Kanyakumari. The port towns of the Coromandel coast came to be identified as centers of formal Islam in South India by the 12th and 13th centuries. Arab Muslim merchants who came to India for the purpose of trade settled along the South Indian coast temporarily or permanently. But since they left their families usually at their home ports, they often entered into marriages with local women. The offspring of these unions eventually became the nucleus of the first indigenous Muslim communities in India. Muslims of South India can be categorized as descendants of Arab ancestry, local converts to the Islamic faith, and Deccani Muslims who migrated to South India. Marakkayar were expert naval warriors and a robust maritime spice trading community. Marakkayar is a word derived from the Arabic word marakab, which refers to a ship. While according to another version, Marakkayar is derived from the Tamil word Marakkalam, which signifies a wooden boat. The etymologies indicate that the Marakkayar are well versed in the maritime trade and are also the progeny of the Arab traders who married local women. Marakkayar became prominently involved in the international gem trade, with close ties to Sri Lanka and Southeast Asia. The Dutch established a factory in Kailapatnam, and the port became an important center for the cotton and textile trade. The Muslims of this region distinguished themselves from others by the title Kayalar. In military terms, the most important commodity that the Arab traders introduced into South India were horses. While cavalry was only of very limited use in the backwaters, jungle terrain and on the coastal plains, horses became a significant factor in the revival of the authority of the Pandyan kings during the 13th century. The horse trade was entirely in Arab and Persian hands, and its strategic importance gave them considerable political power. Rowther are a group of Muslims whose mother tongue is mostly Tamil, mainly connected with the horse trade. The term Rowther refers to both a horseman and a member of the cavalry, and it first appears in 12th century Maratha inscriptions with reference to their cavalry. The Rowther, who were also engaged in horse trading, were referred to as Guthirai Chetti. The close association of Rowther with the Naikar regiment continued through Nawab's rule into the armies of the East India Company in the 18th century. The early Muslims settled in the coastal towns of South India and functioned as a guild for themselves. They were called Anjuvannam, meaning assembly or congregation. The term Anjuvannam is found in copper plates and inscriptions of the 13th century and is considered to be the merchant guild of the Muslims. Epigraphical records of the 16th century show the active role of Achukatti Muslim communities in the weaving industry. The many centuries of peaceful trade that coastal Muslims participated in allow us to better understand how the globalized people of the medieval Indian Ocean made wealthy and successful economies.